What's up, everybody? Welcome to Espresso with Enzo. Today I'm going to be talking at you, but if you want to talk with me over a coffee, you know what to do. DM me. So, we're going to be talking about the Bank of Canada rate and what that means for the Calgary market. But before I talk about the Calgary market, we're going to provide a little bit of perspective. So we're going to zoom out. We're going to talk about the biggest markets in Toronto, Vancouver, Toronto. And Toronto has an overabundance of listings right now. Some of the record amount of listings that we've seen, specifically the condo market. The condo market has the highest amount of inventory on record right now. So that is a buyer's market. However, the detached is a seller's market and the semis is a like super hot seller's market. Now, what does that mean? So some of these people that are in that market, some of them want to stay in Toronto. They're going to bargain, look for a great deal, buy a condo. That's great. Some of those people still can't afford to live in Toronto. So what are they going to do? If they have a budget of $650, the average price is $760 for a condo in Toronto. They might think, well, what can I get for $760 in another big, livable, affordable city? So they might look in a bracket of $600 to $760 in Calgary. So that segment of the market is obviously going to see more demand. Now, let's talk about the other segment in Toronto, the freehold, detached and semi-detached. Those right now are 1.8 and 1.6 something, almost 1.7 is the average price in Toronto, the 416. So as those people start getting pushed out of the market because it's a hot market, seller's market, everything keeps going up, they're going to reconsider where they're living, and they might look at our market, Calgary. Now, the Calgary market traditionally in listings above $1 million, those take from a good sale of 30 days to, even 150, 200 days for something like that to sell. That is no longer going to be the case. The days on market is going to keep reducing, and obviously that's going to reflect in higher prices. Okay, great. So now let's talk about the Calgary market. So you've already heard from every single realtor on your Instagram that the Bank of Canada has dropped the overnight rate by 0.25%. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that we need to talk about inventory first. Got you. So right now, summertime, and we've actually got an increased amount of listings on the market. So we have a good amount. I would say we're in a balanced market overall. However, if something is priced cheap, it's going to go fast. So don't sleep on it. However, because it's summer, people want to enjoy the weather. They want to enjoy the outdoors, go on vacation, travel. They've already booked everything. They might not do anything, and it's going to be an okay summer. We're probably going to trend sideways. However, we need to provide even more perspective. I need you to understand what's going on in the market before I yell at you to buy now, and you'll understand why in a second. So, perspective. Beginning of the year, we've seen a 2.5% per month appreciation with the existing high rates, right? From January up until we're in June now, up until May, we've seen about 2.5% appreciation per month. That translates to between, depending on the type of property, between like $7,000 and let's say $10,000 per month. We've seen that appreciation in the last 5-6 months. Okay. So, Bank of Canada has lowered the rate. We have a bunch of inventory right now. So, what this is going to look like is it's going to look sideways for right now. The Bank of Canada has said that they were likely going to reduce rates at every meeting until the end of the year. That means another 0.25 in August is the next one. Then October, November, December, I believe. I have to look on my calendar. Regardless, they're going to be reducing until the end of the year. As the rates get reduced, the money gets cheaper, people get excited and get in the market, okay? It's going to go, rates go down, market goes up. However, right now we're trending sideways because, like I said, because of summer and because of the extra inventory that we have finally received that everyone's been waiting for. However, over the next few months, June and July, what are we in? June, July, August, if that inventory starts drying up and there's another rate drop, September is the second busiest market of the year. First one is March, April, May. Then it's September, October. With those lowered rates and absorbed inventory, we can expect to see a big September, big October. November, December, too early to say. Okay? So if you've been waiting And you're like, oh, I'm going to wait for rates to drop. Okay, perfect. Now is literally the perfect time for you to get in the market. You think you're smart? You want to time the market? Be smart. Get out there now. Look at properties. Do your due diligence. Because right now you have really good opportunity. You can potentially get something for asking price and not overpay. And you have time to shop around. So if you've been thinking about getting in the market, now is the time. If you're going to wait, don't even think about it anymore. Forget it. You're out of the market. You're gone forever. You're not going to be able to afford it unless you win the lottery. God bless you. I hope you win the lottery. If you've been waiting to get in the market, now's the time. If you want to talk more about this, because I can only talk so much about this, let's talk in person. Next video, I'm going to talk about immigration and how international immigration in the port cities such as Vancouver, Toronto, and the East End, Halifax, whatever, is actually driving interprovincial immigration from those port cities into other more affordable Canadian cities. I hope that makes sense. If you want to talk about it, get at me.